It's got flexibility. Hey guys, get that started. All right, we're live on Instagram and we're live on YouTube. But with YouTube, let me see. I need to reposition this one. It's like way too close. Also, is this thing here on? Okay, yes, it's on. All right. If you can't hear me on YouTube, let me know. Okay. Hey guys. So let's talk right quick. I wanted to have a quick chat with y'all because I did not do mindset camp this morning or yesterday. I've been getting a lot of stuff together and ironing things out. Those of you who saw my little mini cry fest on on YouTube a couple days ago, I had to rework some things and I needed to take that time to dive down into the work of things. So, if anyone has any questions about the program or while you're detoxing and you just want to know about some things or get started, you can ask them here. So, even though I'm not doing the DIY bundle and the 6-month coaching program anymore, I still have information available for you guys all over my Instagram at Tara's Detox. That's where you can find so much info if you're concerned with what do you do now that those links are no longer available. So also don't worry because it's gonna come back around. The coaching probably won't come back around, but the DIY or the coaching won't be what it was. It's gonna be something different. But anyways, the DIY will be back sporadically as we make those kits. But I still want to offer y'all support, for people who are already in the midst of detoxing, or if you are about to start detoxing, you can ask me any questions that you have anytime that I'm live. You can ask me questions. So whereas I don't really answer any questions with the emails and the DMs and stuff, where you can always post your question. You can put it inside the question box on Instagram, or you can drop it down into the comments below on YouTube. So let's talk about mindset because I wanted to go over what took place, like what y'all saw me talking about and crying about on Sunday, and I wanted to go into more detail about like what that was about and all that good stuff. So basically, I'm changing I'm changing my program, right? And in the midst of me changing the program, um I got frustrated because for one thing, I really really wish that there was a way I could just bring all this information to everybody and you know, just bust out the gate and just, here guys, this is everything, this, that, and the other. And I had actually done that for a long time on YouTube. On YouTube, I had all my videos up and I was just posting like, here it is, this is what you're supposed to do. But it's it's not moving the needle like it should be. And when I say moving the needle, I don't mean monetarily. So that was a part of the reason why I was upset, is because I would like to do this without having to charge anything or worry about anything monetarily. But for all the things that is in place to actually do the thing and run the thing, it actually costs a lot of money. And then also, I don't want my health business to be focused on making money and raising the numbers and all that kind of stuff. That's not my goals there. That's not my goals. My goals, my personal goals with business is real estate. Real estate is where it's at. So all of those gurus who be on the internet telling us this, that, and the other, and how we got to get that program and stocking up for the wipe down counters, how we should get their program and this, that, and the other, and if we don't get it, then how y'all know how they be. Well, I don't want to be one of those people when it comes to my health program, even though I highly feel like lighting the fire under y'all's butt is what you need. Because if no one gets you going, if you're like, okay, I got this thing, I could do it, but there's no time. It's always going to be there. You're going to constantly put it off. That's human nature. Whenever you think, just like me in a relationship, and you think that person, you taking that person for granted, okay, taking that person for granted, and you're just assuming that person is just going to be there with you forever. And while you neglect them, don't pay as much attention to it, just let it go. And they're not going to stay with you, obviously. Obviously, they're going to want to dip. And you probably will be, hurt by them just leaving. Like, how could you just leave like that? But you weren't taking care to make sure that the situation went smooth for you. You weren't taking care of the other person. You weren't taking care of yourself. You were just doing stuff. So, because as people, we tend to get into our comfort zone and just do stuff. We want to be inside our comfort zone. We tend to let opportunities and things pass us by, or we tend to think that these things are going to last forever. So then we half-ass it. We don't treat it right. We don't value it. And then once it's gone, what you do when that boyfriend or that girlfriend leaves? What do you do when that boyfriend or that girlfriend leaves? First of all, if that boyfriend or that girlfriend leaves and you see them with some other people having fun, oh hell. Oh, then you instantly want to be back in. You're instantly like, nah, I gotta see what I gotta do. They can't just leave me like that. They can't just leave me like that. How you gonna just leave me like that? When the whole time you were neglecting the situation, you didn't take advantage of the opportunity to be with this person. You didn't treat it right. You didn't do what you could have done for the situation to be better. You just kind of let it fall to the wayside and do what it do while you be comfortable. So then now your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, whoever it is, now they with somebody else. And you're still sitting there like, well, what am I to do? What about me? So sometimes that would ignite in us to want to do better. It would ignite in us to want to do better. And when you want to do better, then you actually do better. You get that little gust of wind, like, okay, let me get in here. I'm going to actually do what it is that I should have done with so and so. Whatever it was I should have done with so and so, I'm about to do that now. I'm about to do that now. So I just want to say this because some people are upset that the program is changing and those two things are no longer available right now. But I needed to take a break because I was doing too much. I was doing too much. I was spreading myself too thin in a lot of different areas. And when you get like that, it gets overwhelming. And you're like, I just got to dial it back. For just a second, let me just scale down just a tad bit, dial it back, scale down, regroup. It's okay to go back to the drawing board. What's not okay is to just totally give up. To totally give up, that's not okay. Whenever you have problems, remember how we talk in Mindset Camp? Whenever you have a problem, your problem is there to raise your awareness to the exact thing that you need to fix for your life to get better, right? You just fix that problem that you're having and your life is going to be better. The only reason why you have the problem is to raise your awareness to the situation so that you can fix it and then your life will be better. So the issues and the problems that I had, it upset me because I don't want to actually cut off the amount of people who can possibly afford the program. I don't want to do that. I want it to be something that could be available to everybody. But at this time, I also see that I don't want to say it like that, but I can't really afford it. I can't afford it to keep it like that. Because it's a source of stress when you got to worry about paying the bills that your business makes. And the more bills that the business makes and adding more automations to it, it kind of it can put a strain on the business if you don't have your customers paying a price point that matches all of the different intricacies that you're putting into it. So I had to make the change, and what I decided to do was Instead of just, putting all of my focus into just this one thing, which is what I would prefer to do. I told you guys before that I cannot go to work and also help take care of y'all in this business because there's just not enough time and energy in a day. And also, I was not working for someone before. I was running my own business. So, with that being said, when you're running a business, you don't have time to be splitting your attention in all these different areas. So, for the people that's trying to have different streams of income, but they're actually having totally separate businesses, that's really how you burn out. You burn out and you don't really have a clue as to what's really going on with you because it's just too much and it's not enough time for you to be able to think through what's happening. So, like I said, okay, if I'm going to do this work, the work has to be able to pay for itself because I am not a trust fund baby with a chunk of cash sitting on the side to do this, for free and set all this stuff up for free and then just, do everything for free. I can't. And then at this point, the business's bills has outweighed those two programs. So that's one aspect of what I'm dealing with. That's only one aspect of it. That's not even the whole thing. That's not even the whole situation. So the other situation is that I want to change and revamp my team. I need to create a team around what I'm doing. So I'm scaling down so that I can create a team. And then when I come back with this team, of course, there's going to be like, some day ones that may not like some of the changes. Now, when you're already in a program, if you're already in it, you're in it. So there's no changes for you, unless it's just to make it better. But for people coming in, it's time to have other coaches. It's time for me to focus on the marketing aspect to get people to get the information, to get this information out to people. My gift is actually coming up with the ideas. I'm good at coming up with the ideas. I'm very good at executing the ideas. Obviously, I do six figures by myself with minimum little to no doggone help and produce testimonials all throughout the years. So with that being said, I do feel like, okay, I could carry a lot of weight. But how much more could I do if I had people like today? I was driving all over, not to find vinegar today. Today I was driving all over the place to find a spout because my 3-year-old lost a spout that I used to fill up my jugs. I mean, my bottles for the vinegar. So that was a duty that took like 4 hours out of my day, out of my early day. It was a duty that took like 4 hours out of my day. So that's something that I don't need to be doing because what is not happening? I'm not posting the content on Instagram as frequently. Okay. I'm supposed to be cooking dinner. I got a kid staring at me right now, like, all right, ma, you less talking, more chopping. Less talking, more chopping. All right. So, oh, you can just listen in if you need to. I thought this pot was already clean. I would have got this together before I started the live. Um, I am not making corn right now. Stop, pull it up. I'm making what do you call it, pork and beans, but it don't have no pork in it, but it's pork and beans. That's what I'm making. You want me to just make boil? Let me see. If I just make you gonna spoil their dinner. They ain't gonna want to eat dinner. Yeah, because they're gonna follow off of what you're doing. And they're not gonna do what I want them to do, which is eat the food that I'm cooking. Well, this is the pot that I need to make corn in, so we're not gonna have corn right now. I'm about to make this food. All right, baby. My live stream is not about our conversation with my son, though I love you. dearly. But let me get back to my live stream. All right, you could do that. Okay. So, anyways, all right. So this is some other things. So if there's anybody like who's new in business and stuff on here, I'm gonna like give y'all some. I'm gonna tell y'all some real stuff because a lot of people like these gurus and stuff, they don't want to tell you the truth about certain things, and they'll like gas you up to get into stuff with them and talking about how they could change your life and this that and the other. But you gotta know that that change that you're looking for, that comes from the work that you put in. You're not about to just change because you join the program and you watch some videos. Like it takes work, it takes time, and it takes action. So, for example, I've been doing this, my work that I'm doing, I've been doing that for 6 years. It was this time in 2016 when I got started. Fall of 2016 was the summer. So it's almost 6 years. It'll be 6 years in like a month or so. I was still on protocol this time 6 years ago because I released my stuff in 2016. I think it was maybe November or October. Anyway, so I've been doing this for 6 years. And after 6 years, after what it was, 4 years. So 2020, I had done like maybe 45K. Okay. From 2020, I did 45K in sales. Now, I'm not talking about like all of my testimonials and stuff like that. I'm talking about just from a business standpoint for people who are new in business, like some things on what to expect that people don't really tell you. Sometimes we're looking for a guru to help us get rich quick or get through the things quick, but it's still going to take you a certain amount of time to go through the motions, just like, a baby having to learn certain things, motor functions and all that kind of stuff in a step-by-step way as they're growing up. And it's the same thing in business. So I did like 45K in 2020. Okay. 2021, I made some major changes. I released the ebook. The ebook made things change. It moved the needle. It moved the needle doing the ebook. Okay. The ebook also cut out the need for me to do the consultation that explained everything that's inside of the ebook. So it freed up my time. So if you don't have an ebook, if you're in business and you don't have an ebook and you're like, well, I don't know what I'm going to put in my ebook. What is it that you say at your consultations? That's what you put inside your ebook. Okay. So that's what I did. The ebook was an amazing thing for me to do because it put all of my great ideas, best ideas inside of one small comprehensible package that they can download and use at any time. Okay. Another thing that I did in 2021 that moved the needle was also I started offering kits for the first time. Instead of just having just all of the products individual on my website, the ACV baths only came in 3 bottle orders, things like that. I put everything inside of a kit, and then I put the kits at different levels. So that's another thing that moved the needle, packaging things up for people for it to be easy for them to digest, where they make one purchase and it has everything that they need and it takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. Okay, so that moved the needle for me. Now, another thing that moved the needle for me after the kits was also changing my program. So before I was doing 4 consultations, 4 scheduled a day. The consultations were supposed to only be for an hour, but instead of just an hour, I was going to 2 hours at times, 2 hours. I've had conversations with people for about 3 hours. And you know, the thing is, it's good, it's nice to get on the phone and have those kind of like really connecting conversations with people. But I found myself talking to a lot of people where that was the only time that we ever talked and we never talked again. They never got started. They, never did much. But I was I was tired. I would get off the phone. I would be hyped up because you want to be energetic when you're on the phone with clients. Also, I'm excited because the conversation is dope because I attract a lot of dope people that's similar to me. And but I would sit there. I'd be exhausted. There's a guru who I watch on Instagram, and I be watching him laughing sometimes because he'll be on there spitting his stuff, talking, and he'll just start like, because And, and then his throat get dry. And he's like, I need some water. But in my bottle water way over there. And I'm like, chill, calm down, dude. Like, chill. We still gonna be here. Go get you some water and, and relax. Get you some water, relax, and chill out. So I'm like, I don't want to be like that. But I was getting off the calls like, and just like, you know what I'm saying? Go in the house and the kids are looking at me like, dinner. And I'm like, dinner? So dinner was Domino's or something like that. Most of the time, we're not on Domino's no more. We're not on that. We don't do all that pizza no more. We made that change. We don't do that no more. But that change and us getting off of Domino's came and me cutting down on all of those consultations that I was doing for $100. And I think I charged like $20 or $50 to stay in touch and be inside of the group chat and stuff like that. So what I did, I changed that and I got an app, not the same one I'm using now. I was using a physical training app that I just changed over to my meal plan. And it was cool, but the only thing with that is that you can't change it from saying workouts. You have to keep it there and just explain to your clients that's not actually a workout. That's your routine that you're supposed to do today. So I'm like, okay, this is still not working for me doing it this way because there were still some boundaries some things I had to overcome in that area. For one thing, texting. So I was allowing my clients to text me. And I would not tell you that some people, they don't want to abuse the texting. I don't think they know they're abusing the texting, but some people will, they're texters. That's how they communicate. That's their preferred way to communicate is via text. And some people will have a whole relationship via text. They do everything via text. I'm not a texter. I'm not a texter. I be in my phone texting like crazy, responding to messages and stuff. But there's certain things that it's too much when the client is trying to have a conversation. And they're like, "Hey, how you doing today?" And I'm like, "I'm busy, and I'm trying not to put my hair out, and I'm trying to juggle all y'all. What you want? Tell me what you need. Hit me up when you need me. I appreciate you checking on me, but honestly, you checking on me right now is kind of a little stressing me out just a little bit because I don't really want to talk about my day with you because I really don't know how much communication or how much of what I have going on I should be talking to a client about anyway. Because when someone is your client has certain expectations of your business. Your client is going to have certain things that they want your business to be, but your business is not just to coddle each individual's wants, but actually to present to them what it is that they actually need. So whereas I would love to be able to call Rick every day and sit on the phone with Rick for an hour a day and text Rick my questions throughout the day, I don't do it. I wait. I wait until our Sunday class. I have notes in my phone and I'll jot down whatever it is that I want to talk to Rick about. I'll jot that down. And then on Sunday, when we have our classes, that's when I'll go ahead and ask Rick to stay respectful of his time. And then when he calls me, I'm excited. I'm stoked. Like, Rick, where you been at? I was thinking about you. Because I really was. But anyway, so that's the aspect. If you have a business, you have to see what type of communication that you're going to have with your clients. And though we would love to be able to connect with y'all all day like that, because like I said, a lot of my clients is people that I personally click with because I'm attracting people that are a lot like me and who have gone through a lot of same situations. We have similar ways of thinking and all that kind of stuff. So we can chop it up and be on the phone for hours, or we'll be texting, but it's like I can't be sitting here texting. I got to get to work. So you have to put in place how are your clients going to get in touch with you? How are they going to contact you? What is the best way for your clients to get? Is it going to be where they can call you between the hours of 9 to 3 Monday through Friday but not on the weekends? Is it going to be something where they can send you messages only during a certain time of the day and then not at those other times? Which these are some things that I'm thinking about implementing. Also, could it be that your clients just have scheduled calls that's just for them every so often? Or are you going to do like a group chat? Are you going to have an email submission? Okay, this email is only for clients. All right, y'all can email me here, and then this is how long it's going to take for us to respond. And we're only doing this for you guys who actually, signed up for the program. There's just some examples of how you can communicate with your clients, but you have to have a clear way that you can do this, or you're going to burn out. Because if you know as much as you know, and you are as impactful and as you really are, and you can impart the change that these people need and what they came to see you for, then yes, they are going to want to contact you regularly. They're going to want to pick your brain. They're going to want to be your friend, because there's value in being cool with somebody like that. Okay, you could lift me up, and there might be something that I could do to help you also. So all of that is good, but those kind of things, we just got to let them happen organically, and we can't be trial and error with every client. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I did my $1,200 coaching program. That's what I did last summer. It was an individual kind of one-on-one thing, and it doesn't exist anymore. It was on the app, and I canceled the app, and I moved over to Mighty Networks. Okay, I moved over to Mighty Networks, and that's where I'm at now. So if you're in business and you don't have Mighty Networks, or you never heard of Mighty Networks, you can go on YouTube and look at some clips that's saying Mighty Networks, but you got to check out Mighty Networks, because that is your opportunity to have your own social media platform. How dope is that, to have your clients with you on your own social media platform that you can brand totally to your brand? Right? So everybody's posting, and it feels more comfortable and more natural than just your regular, group chat. Just depends on what type of business you have. For some businesses, using WhatsApp would be okay for them. For some businesses, using Telegram may be okay. I'm in a group where we use Telegram, and I like it. I like the Telegram group. But for my business, the Telegram group would probably not be the best way to go about it. Hey, Miss Washington. That probably wouldn't be the best way for me to go about it, because the WhatsApp group didn't work out for me. With WhatsApp, what ended up happening is that somebody can share the number or share the link to the group, and other people can get in that group. And then if you have a big group where it's a lot of people, it's hard to keep track of who's supposed to be in there and who's not. And that actually happened to me, where there was people who were not supposed to be in my group, who were in my group, and they were in there sending messages about for other healers and stuff. It was crazy. That's how I know about some of these other people, is because because of that stuff that happened there. Stop fighting, y'all. Stop fighting. Okay. You know how kids like to show off. They like to show off when they see their mama on the phone doing stuff. They was not fighting before I got on this doggone camera. They was not fighting. So, all right. So I did the $1,200 coaching program. And that was to really help me scale back to where I don't have to bring in so many people, and also to weed out the people who were just trying to see. The people that was like, okay, I just wanna have the call with you, and I don't actually plan on doing this, but I just want to have the call with you. And my purpose for the call was that I want to give you an opportunity to be able to use this information to change your life. Not having the call so I can just explain this to you when I've already explained it on YouTube, because my YouTube had the full on details. I had 2 videos on YouTube that was part 1 and part 2 that went over the whole thing. It was maybe about an hour and a half worth of content on those videos, and on those 2 videos. But instead, they would not watch any video and just contact me for the consultation. So you need to be able to put a little bit more space. I'm gonna say a little bit. That's being nice, but you need to put a lot more space between you and your customers, which customers don't like that. But at the same time, it's really the only way that you can successfully run your business and be able to take care of yourself. If you don't put space between your customer, and then let me explain to you what I mean by putting space in between you and your customers. Okay, I'm in the process of setting these things up. Are the videos still up? No, I took the videos down about a month ago. I took them down. Yeah, they down, because my channel is being heavily suppressed because of the verbiage that I was using in my videos. and I don't want to. I want to do something with my YouTube channel. I still want it to be effective and be able to help people. So I'm talking to people about my message and how to convey it in a way to where I can get under those radars and not be stopped by the red tape. Okay, so that's what I'm currently doing. Those are the changes that I'm making. Um, hold on, it's making me frustrated with them cutting up like this. I need y'all to chill out. Y'all doing too much. Go outside in the back and play like that. Making me forget what I'm saying in the middle of saying it. No, my memory. My memory need a detox. Shoot, I need a boy, I tell you one thing, once you done, you are done. You are done. But I do need to go and detox again. Matter of fact, me and Charm said that we are going to do the sugar fast together. I forgot we said we was gonna do the sugar fast together again. You can't tell her that you're gonna do something and then decide and be like, oh, I changed my mind or I forgot. You can't do that with her. She is on it. She is on top of it, on top of everything. I love it. Like I love it. I love the type of person she is. Her birthday is the day after mine. We're a year and a day apart. All right. Thank you so much for the badge, Desirable Sweets. All right, guys. So let me see where did I leave off? So I switched over to the 12K coaching. I needed to crowd control. I was burnt out from taking way too many people and people who were not action takers and not starters, self starters, and stuff like that. Or even when I would try to get them started, they still were struggling and not starting. So I figured if I do 1,200, then that would make people really see the investment and be like, okay, I'm not going to just go and waste my $1,200. I'm actually going to do this. So I upgraded a bunch of things with the process, not just the programs. I updated website. And I got like all these different connections to help everything run smoothly. Okay. And that went cool and all, but the texting is the next thing that I had to get rid of because some individuals are going to take advantage and text too frequently. And I'm not just talking about the hey, how you doing? Because that's not so bad. But like, I can't really explain it, but just know that some people will try to take advantage. And then some people also like to twist your words. So I do like to type everything out. That's why I like that everything is written in my business. We're sending messages to each other for the most part. I don't want to hear all that, y'all. I'm serious. I'm not playing with you. Um, everything is pretty much typed out. So if there's any type of, dispute or misunderstanding, we can always go and pull up that information because we typed it out. So we can verify what it is that we said to each other. I don't recommend having those conversations in a text community because if you're doing it in a text community, you need to make sure that your text provider does not, when that person hits stop, you need to make sure that it does not delete and erase all of your messages, proving the communication between you and the customer. And you might want to have those conversations via DM on Instagram or email or something like that where there's a record. Okay. So even on Instagram, you can go into the transcripts of old messages. Did y'all know that? You can go into the transcripts for old messages on Instagram and you can see stuff that you typed, messages that you deleted. Them joints don't really get deleted. That it's not really deleted. It's not. It's not deleted. Instagram, it's just deleted from you being able to see it. But you go into those transcripts and you will still be able to see everything that you had deleted and erased from your Instagram messages and all of that. Still there. It's still there. All right. So moving on to the next thing. So in that year, in me making these changes to my business so that, for all of these different reasons that I've just gone over. And even more reasons than that, production issues, all of that. So that year, I hit six figures in that year. And I figured out a formula to things. I figured out a formula for myself that was okay in that time. But I need a new formula now because I'm in a space where I can no longer do this by myself. And in order for me to do it, I also do not want to, I don't want to be like that man on Instagram because he need to make a sale because he gotta pay these doggone business bills or whatever bills he gotta pay. I don't want to be on there talking so hard, trying to sell so hard because I got to get these bills paid. I don't want to do that. That's not my desire. Not for this business. Not for this one right here. Okay, not for this one. So I have a hair care, skincare business, which that is the start. Why I did that? That don't go in there. That does not go in there because I'm talking. Um, but anyway, I have a hair care skincare business. I have a hair care skincare line. And I took those products and made some changes to them for them to be something that people with who's on my detox can still use. So while you're detoxing, you can't use certain stuff. The HSV virus is sensitive to certain things. So we removed that from the products, and which wasn't a which wasn't a big switch because I think it was like one of I had to take the rose water out, and then instead of I don't know what oil it was. Oh, I'm gonna end up giving y'all my recipe if I tell y'all that. But anyways, I had to make some swaps on it, which was cool. It was fine. And people really like the product. So I rather use the product to be something that I really, really push more so. And also real estate. Real estate is my other focus. So I am not seeking to become this uber rich wealthy person from my health business because I don't want to put the strain on my health business. Okay. If this business in health ends up making, you know, a crazy amount of money, that would just be from God making that happen. Okay. That's just going to be God making it happen. But that's not my focus. My focus is real estate. I've been buying land parcels. I've been buying land parcels so far, and that's where I'm at with it right now. While I'm getting into groups that can help me get even further in it. But I'm not going to just sit there and be like, okay, I don't know exactly how to buy the house. I don't know how to rent the house out. I don't know how to, do this, that, and the other. I'm still working on getting the credit score above the 700 instead of just below the doggone 700. So what I decided to do was buy land parcels. How you buy land parcels? You go onto different websites like eBay, people here on Instagram. I actually bought a trust that had a land parcel that was tied into it and some other stuff. I ain't gonna go put all my business out here because if you come in my house, you get your head blowed off. But it was a trust situation that had some different things tied into it. Okay, if you want to message me privately about it, I'll send you her profile. I'm not too sure if she's still doing it because she sent out a message saying that she's no longer doing it. But maybe she's just no longer doing that one. I don't know. But her message really got to me because she was saying that, she does not want to, she's not doing her business with these land and these trusts and everything just to make money off of people. She's really trying to help people get a legacy. But because people online are being so money hungry and just jerky and just I don't know. They just be doing too much, and they will sit up there. And even people that's unqualified, they just take anybody doggone money. And she was saying she just didn't want to be aligned with that type of energy, which I understood because I'm like, I don't want to be aligned with that shit neither. I don't want people thinking. I don't want to be. I don't want to sound like those people. I don't want to talk like them. I don't want people to put me in the same category with those internet Instagram gurus because yes, they be tripping. Maybe not all of them, but some of them really be tripping. And I can see the desperation. I could just see it. I'm like, damn, what the hell you got going on over there? What type of bill you trying to hurry up and pay? Where you trying so hard to force us into this situation with you, I felt like it was like they were trying to force the situation. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Maybe just because of where I'm at with my business and stuff, maybe that's why I felt that way. But maybe if I was somebody brand new, I might have needed that type of talking to. I don't know. But the way dude was on there running out of breath and all thirsty and stuff, parsed and went and go get him something to drink. I was like, see, that's why you don't never do nothing hungry. When you don't go to the grocery store hungry, because if you do, you will be thirsty. You're just gonna act thirsty. It creates a thirsty type of energy. Like you're just gonna be a thirsty person, and I don't want to be thirsty. So what I decided to do is go back, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do Uber. Go back and do Uber. That way, I don't have to worry about making more sales to hire my team or not having enough sales to hire a team. So even at six figures in the business, the business also has 6 figures in business expenses. It got 6 figure business. The business expenses are 6 figures. So there's no space in the money that I bring in and the profit that I bring in to hire somebody. I can't hire somebody with that. It's not enough money. I can't hire another person. I got come on y'all, chill out now. Cause y'all were not doing this before I got on here. So I got my husband working with me and me working with me. My mom, my brother-in-law helps sometimes. Um have a assistant coach. These are the people who I have so far, but that's not enough. That's not enough. I'm still doing too much busy work, too much minimum wage job in my own business, which does not allow me to do the thing that moves the needle. And what moves the needle is making the content. And how long it's been since I made some content? How long has it, besides doing my lives? Because I'm always live. I'm always active in my groups. Always active in my text club. I do things, webinars, I do Zooms. So not everything that I do is on social media. Especially in the wellness space. You can't do everything that you want to do on social media in the wellness space. And then you also just want to create like your own atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? You want to have like your own atmosphere around what it is that you're doing. You don't always, we're here on Instagram or we're here on YouTube. That's their atmosphere. That's their atmosphere. So if you click off this video and go to something else, you're still going to be in the atmosphere of Instagram. The video over here that you're watching, it feels like Instagram. The video y'all watching over here, it feels like YouTube because that's the platform that you're watching it from. But when we take it off of here, then it feels more personal. It kind of feels like we're going from being in a mall setting to being in a living room. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between it. And then when you're in your living room or your kitchen, you can talk a little bit more candidly, right? You can talk a little bit more candidly. So that's where I do some different events and things like that. So I'm just going over with you guys the different stages that I have been through in business and and with my programs and where it is heading. Where it's heading. So I'm gonna still always have information available. I still got my masterclass videos. I still got my ebook. I still got all of my highlights on Instagram that I have not taken down. That gives you all the information that you need, or the vast majority of the information that you need. Can't really think of what else you could be missing there, um, but to work with me personally, I can't take that much time anymore. I can't put out that much time anymore because my oldest is now 10. My youngest is now 3. I got somebody about to turn 9. I got somebody about to turn 7. And I got a 5-year-old. So it's really time. Past time, but it's time for me to dive down into making sure that they got what they need. So I'm going to scale back. I'm going to scale down. I know you hear all the time about people scaling up, scaling up. I'm going to do the opposite. I'm actually going to scale down. Okay. I'm going to scale down so that I could build it back up. Now, I didn't just totally get rid of all forms of coaching. Right now, I only have personal coaching available. So if you want personal coaching, we can do personal coaching. Okay. But it's not something that I'm going to be putting out in a big advertisement to come do personal coaching. What I would like for people to do is to come to my event. And if they decide that they would like to work with me personally, instead of doing it by themselves with the masterclass and the ebook, then they could come do personal coaching with me after they fill out the application. And if I got extra space within, my small group for us to do that. And it's going to be personal coaching. Because something else that I'm seeing that can happen sometimes in a group setting, I don't want people to see someone else's issue and take it as their own issue or feel like they got to make changes because someone else is being instructed to make changes. I would prefer for you guys to be, not ignorant, but blissful. Like you don't have to know every single like ins and out of what could happen. Because I don't want to plant cookies in your head if you don't have that issue. You can go and put a whole idea in somebody's head and they manifest the issue when they wasn't even close to even having no issue like that. That's what I don't want to do. Okay. Went on a sugar fast. Can I eat other stuff and just salads? Yeah, you can eat other stuff. You can't eat sugar. Nothing with sugar in it. No starches while you're on your sugar fast. But the full sugar fast book is really straight to the point. It tells you what you should be eating. And I have like some meals on there listed for you too. And you should not be trying to find something to eat every day. Something different to eat every day. Because once you get on the protocol, you're going to be eating the same detox meals all the time. All the time you're going to be having the same detox meals. So get used to having, the same meals pretty frequently. Okay? So make you some decisions on maybe 3 things that you're going to eat while you're on your sugar fast. What type of salad you're going to eat, what type of warm meal you're going to eat, and then what type of snack, like safety net meal. Like if I can't make it, I'm gonna eat some of this. How about a subscription based program where you put up videos of what's needed and to do, and you can do classes sometimes. I don't know. Like I don't know how much someone would pay for that subscription. How much would somebody pay for that type of subscription? And then what would be the platform? Because then that means it depends on the platform. Because I don't want it to be on something that's going to cost me another monthly bill in the business, like another platform that's going to cost me. Because these platforms for businesses ain't cheap. They're not cheap, and I'm trying to scale down right now. So if you got like any ideas on like a platform, and then if y'all could throw some price points on what would you pay to have access to the video catalog? How much would you pay to have access to the video catalog? To give me some ideas around to give me some ideas around that. So that would just be only videos, and then you just come to my class that I have on Mondays. I don't know. I kind of feel like that's the master class. I kind of feel like that's the master class. Because that's the point of the master class, is to give you like it's 5 videos. Each video is 1.5 hours to 2 hours long, and it tells you like everything that you need to know about the protocol. That's why the video is so long. It tells you like everything. All right, okay. I was just making sure I was eating the salads. I wanted to eat other veggies as well. Yeah, you can eat other veggies too. Yeah. Yes, definitely. You can totally eat other veggies, not just the salad. But this is the thing. This is why you need the sugar fast ebook. Hey, y'all too loud. You need your sugar fast ebook because you can't just eat any vegetable. It depends on what you're dealing with. So if you do not have HSV, If you don't have HSV, then you can eat any vegetable. If you got HSV, you cannot. You cannot eat just any vegetable because you can't eat vegetables that are higher in arginine than lysine. And I saw inside my sugar fast Facebook group that there's someone who was doing their sugar fast with what were they doing? Oh, onions and bell peppers. They was putting onions and bell peppers in their stir fry. Different color bell peppers. It looked really pretty. It looked pretty, but at the same time, that's high in arginine. Bell peppers are high in arginine. So if that person was, I don't know what the person was is detoxing. I don't know if they're just doing sugar fast or if they're actually doing the full detox. Okay, I don't know. But what I will say is that I'm sure they had viral replication from eating that stir fry, the way they were eating it during their sugar fast. Hey, do not press pause, press play, and now turn the volume down. Turn the volume up. No, whatever you are doing, every time I say the volume's too loud, you pause it and then you change the volume a little bit and press play and it's still too loud. Put the volume back on. Now, hurry up. Is the speaker thing not working? You can't turn it down from there? Whew, it's so hot in here. It's so hot outside that it's so hot in here. All right, let me get back to y'all. I've been taking L-lysine vitamins and they are extremely helpful. Can I continue taking those? No, absolutely not. You cannot take no synthetic vitamins while you're on a protocol. But this is the thing. Why are you taking L-lysine? This is a whole high lysine diet. This is way better than taking L-lysine. L-lysine, if you try to take that during your detox, that's just gonna make your numbers go up because that's synthetic. And even if it's natural, you don't know the source that they got that lysine from. They got it from something that was higher in arginine. Whatever the issue is, it makes people's numbers go up. So we don't take any synthetic or additional supplements while on protocol. You take that L-lysine pills on protocol, you'll likely have an outbreak because the chemicals in that pill, is going to cause a problem. Okay, so no to L-lysine. But to be honest with you, this the trip part right here. That doggone acyclovir, valcyclovir, and Valtrex and stuff does not interfere with the protocol. Ain't that something? The acyclovir, the antiviral medications do not interfere with the protocol, and their numbers come down still. And some of them have bigger number drops on the antivirals. Now, I had found a study years ago, which these studies are harder to find now. Oh, I want a kiss. It's too fluffy. It was too fluffy. Outside again? No. Huh? Why you were kissing us? I don't care, pup. I got 2 cameras on all in the house. Okay. Hey, Tara, I just wanted to know. Whew, it's freaking hot. Get a fan from outside. I mean, from in my. Whew, I can't take it. All right. Hey, Tara, I just wanted to let you know I got tested again. My HSE2 was at 6, but now it's 7.5. But like I told you, I messed up and smoked last month. I'm a little upset with myself, but it could be worse. Yeah, it could be worse, but what goes up must come down. It can still go down as long as. Oh, sorry guys. My Camden, can you get my white extension cord can you get my white extension cord and cell phone charger from upstairs, please? A matter of fact, Charlie, where you got that phone plugged in my bathroom? Can you grab that for me? The whole extension cord and the whole box, the charger, everything. Thank you. My goodness, it is so hot. All right. So, yeah. So, Don't smoke. Don't smoke while you're on protocol. What goes up must come down. Don't sweat it. It can come right back down as long as you just, stay focused. Um, Maintain your eating and all that good stuff. But yeah, acyclovir. When people take acyclovir, sorry guys, I had to run outside, out and get my fan because it's too hot in here. But acyclovir, the numbers come down when you take acyclovir, but you take L-lysine pills, the numbers go up. That's crazy. But I did find a study online a long time ago before the suppression of wellness information, before they started tripping on censorships and all that kind of stuff. There's a study that I would go to all the time that talks about dark leafy greens, dark leafy greens, and acyclovir and HSV. And there's actually these green plants, many types of green plants. Some I don't actually want to say. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of green plants that they have paired up with acyclovir to see the effects of it on the herpes virus. And it brings down viral replication. It brings down the amount of virus in that area. I'm not in the area, but in the body. And it's something that's proven through those test studies, but then I actually saw it with my clients. I done ran out of batteries on my fan. All right. So you're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, that's crazy how they know this stuff. They know how these viruses and everything work. They know how they can get rid of it, but the thing is, it causes so many other diseases, or it perpetuates those diseases. It helps those diseases to take hold in your body and to cause problems. Okay, because anywhere that you have inflammation in the body, you got viral replication. Anywhere you got inflammation, the virus flocks there and it replicates from the arginine that your body releases to heal you. So your body creates the arginine to heal you, and then because of the inflammation, the virus goes and steals the arginine, uses it to replicate, and then it perpetuates diseases. That's why a lot of people who have HSV also have kidney issues, because the kidneys help to produce arginine. Okay, did you know that the kidneys help to produce arginine? And because the kidneys help to produce arginine, the virus, which is dependent on arginine, flocks there. The virus flocks there for that arginine and replicates. So yeah, there's a lot of different layers and stuff to the protocol and the information and why we do what it is that we're doing. And also, this is the thing that I'm up against. I'm the only one with this type of protocol. I haven't seen anybody else with a protocol that is cooked foods, cooked vegetables instead of raw. Everybody tell you that the only way to do it is to go raw and to do only do fruit and vegetables. Fruit and vegetables. And a lot of them say to do 80% fruit and 20% vegetables. Thing is, that don't work for a lot of people. And what I mean by work is work with their body chemistry. Some people cannot handle all that cold food and all that sugar from fruit. If they're not one that already consumes a lot of sugar, if they don't eat a lot of sugar, just having those fruit and sugar all day is a bit too much for them. Hey, be quiet. Okay? And that comes from all of the people who have contacted me when I was doing all them consultations for $100 a pop, and I was on the phone all them hours every day doing 20 consultations a week. I was doing four of them a day, 5 days a week, 20 consultations, and I stayed booked. Talking to a whole lot of people. I was about to say talking to too many people, but I ain't gonna say it's too many people because that's where I got a lot of my education. And I don't mean like my education as far as like, that's not what I meant. I did go to school, but what I mean is that I got the real world experience, that kind of education from talking to them. So I was talking to people who were actually fasting, and I asked every single person who was fasting, How do you break your fast? What do you break your fast with? First of all, the vast majority of the people who I spoke to who were fasting were not eating healthy when they broke their fast. They were not eating healthy when they break that fast. They break the fast with coffee, soda, something like that. And I'm like, nah, that's not how you break your fast. Junk, popcorn. Popcorn is not a health food. Okay, I know it's corn, but that's not a health food. Eating popcorn. Popcorn is a GMO and it's not a healthy starch. Okay? It's a lot of sugar and it's not healthy. Now, corn can be helpful. Now, just because something, you don't want to eat it all the time does not mean that it doesn't have any benefits. Give me the remote. Give me the remote. Where the volume remote? Bring me the remote. Somebody bring me the Roku remote. Please. Mm. All right. So, dang, I forgot where I had left off with that. So yeah, with the people who are fasting, they break their fast. Not everybody, but the vast majority of the people who I've spoken to break their fast in a very unhealthy way. Super, super unhealthy way. But they think that just fasting helps you to be healthy when they're fasting largely because they're depressed. They are depressed. There we go. There we go. You can hear it, that little whisper. All right, so anyways, you have to eat healthy. And that's what people don't want to do. Not everybody, but that's what people don't want to do. They want to figure out how can I get rid of this or fix this or all of that with doing the most minimal work. And sometimes it just ain't gonna happen that way. Sometimes you're actually gonna have to like put in some real work, and that work is inner work. It's inner work. So as I was talking about corn nutrition value, my fan, I need more batteries. We'll put it on the middle one. Corn nutrition value. Yeah. Oh, that's what I was saying. Corn. So there is something that actually is good about corn, and it would not be the nutrition value. It's gonna be that it flushes your intestines. Okay. It will help to scrape. You know when you eat corn, that corn comes out still like corn. That corn still come out like corn, and it's like it scrapes the plaque from out of built up in your intestines. So that would be the only good thing about corn. But no, you should not be eating corn all the time. Corn is something that we eat. We eat minimal amount of corn in my house. That's not something that we have often. We may have corn maybe 3 times a year, maybe four. But corn is not something that we have often. But it helps to clean your digestive system if you do eat it, like corn on the cob, whatever. Okay. Another one that helps to clean the digestive tract would be carrots. Okay, carrots have a lot of fiber. It's fibrous. It's gonna help to clean that tract. All right, that's when you take the raw carrots and you eat like some baby carrots. You chew them up really, really well. You gotta chew them up. Now, here's the thing: you don't want to be eating carrots all the time. You don't need to eat carrots all the time, especially not raw. You need to cook them if you're gonna be eating your carrots because that's how you get the nutrients out of it. But if you're just trying to clean your digestive tract, you having some issues where your stomach is bloated and you're obviously not passing everything that's in your gut, then that corn can be very helpful with you passing it. Okay, if not the cooked, but the raw corn, raw carrots that you chew up really, really well, it'll pass through and help to scrape that. Okay. So whereas some foods they say, or the vegans demonize all food. Okay. The demons, the vegans have demonized all food. So if you go to any vegan, they'll tell you that everything is bad for you except for this, and that. The thing is, they haven't looked into the properties of the stuff that they're saying. Some of them, not all of them. The ones who actually do have like some scientific backing or some scientific basis or who has access to that type of information. I'm not talking about the ones who be on here repeating what they saw somebody else say. I'm talking about the ones who talk about the actual work and the discovery of what they're doing. That's who I'm talking about. Okay. So a lot of them know, a lot of them don't know that all foods have good and a bad property to it. The bad property is going to be the plant's natural defense mechanisms, the plant's natural pesticides. That's going to be the bad part of the plant. That's the part that makes people allergic to nuts. It makes people allergic to tomatoes. And that's what causes greens to be goiterogenic. But at the same time, with some of these foods, there's a certain way that you can cook them or something like that to help remove that layer of what's the bad part of the plant. Every single plant that exists has a part to it that's going to protect it from its predator. We're the predator. The thing is that a lot of the alkaline vegans don't do no research for themselves. They only research other people's research. They don't go and try to dig down deep and actually pull up. It's as simple. Some of this stuff is as simple as you just pulling up nutrition value online. Just pull up the nutrition value of avocados, because the amount of posts that I've seen circulating talking about avocados make herpes replicate because it's high in arginine is crazy. When avocados are higher in lysine. And all that takes is a simple search of looking up the nutrition facts in this food. So you got to do that kind of research yourself. I know that some people aren't, we don't always say, oh, well, that's all I needed to do, because our minds, we're all different. So our minds, what we see in life, we gravitate to what we are connected to. So if you're not somebody who's really into the science of this, and you're not really into that kind of stuff, so maybe you might not really see that until somebody brings it to your attention. So I tell you different ways that you can go and find and look up information on your own, so you're not just having to take somebody's word for it. For instance, I'm on somebody's page earlier today, and the person asked in the comments, can somebody tell me who are the Mormons? And when people ask questions like that online, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of get on my nerves, because it's like, so you really want somebody to sit up here in the comments and give you a whole history lesson? People don't want to type more than 2-3 lines on, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody about to sit up here and message this long ass thing to you. Google, my love, Google. So I was like, Google. I don't usually comment. I had stopped commenting. I stopped commenting because I realized that the people who follow me, my comments pop up at the top of the comments. Our comments on people's posts pop up at the top for us to see what the people who follow us or who we follow had to say. So I stopped commenting because my comments be, just keep your opinions to yourself. Sometimes I said Google. Say Google. And she was like, well, I didn't want to go on Google for a fake answer. So you're here in a comment to get another fake answer and opinion? That is the freaking problem. Y'all don't want to go look up nothing for yourself, and all y'all want to say because y'all heard somebody else say. Y'all done heard enough people say that don't go on Google because all you're going to find is fake information. Where you think we got the information from? Where you think we got the information from? We got the information from Google, and it's not Google per se. It's from finding the scientific studies by Google searching. It's not that Google is telling us the information, but this is the thing. You got to have discernment. So like, I'm like discernment. Okay. Discernment. I understand you're not a discerning person. First of all, go Google the word discernment. That's the first thing we need to do so that you can understand what that means. Okay. Discernment. You need to be able to see fact from false, the truth from the lie. This other thing. A lot of people don't like to learn the lie. They don't like to learn the lie. So this is another difference between, my info and the alkaline vegans info. A lot of I would say that many of the alkaline vegans that I see online, I ain't gonna say a lot, I'm gonna just say many of them, maybe they did not have that educational backing, and maybe they just got interested in it as they got older, like as an adult. So maybe they didn't really pay attention very much in maybe high school or middle school or elementary school. Maybe that wasn't their thing. Maybe they didn't go to college, but maybe it could be a natural gift that's in them that just had to be awakened. But the thing is, they miss a big chunk, because if you don't know the establishment, what the establishment says about something, if you don't know the lie, how you gonna know what the truth is? You can't know that something is the truth without knowing the full story of it. You need to know all sides of the story, everything that is going on with the situation. And that is how I'm able to discern truth from fact. So don't be afraid of going on Google and asking something, but this is what you need to do. When you go to Google and you ask a question, you need to look at, let me see, I need to plug this phone up. You need to look at, first of all, what is the website that is posting this information? What website is this? Okay. Is it Healthline? Is it NCBI? Is it Mother Knows Best? That's something I just made up, but just to give an example of who is your source. Because if your source is just Healthline and they ain't got no studies backing this thing up, they don't have no studies or nothing. This is just Healthline. You also need to look at the author on Healthline who wrote that. You can go look up those people. Okay? But you need to be able to fact check the things that you find on the peer review. And I know the medical peer review is a whole bunch of big words, and you might find it a little confusing, and it may take you some time to actually dig through it. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You can do it. You can totally do it. And then you just pray. You just ask God on it. Set up in. Overcook these doggone things. You just have to ask God to give you the discernment. That's all you need. You need the discernment. God, please help me as I go and search this thing on this Google, okay, that's trying to replicate you in the Akashic records. They're trying to duplicate you, but they can't, you know. But help guide my search and bring me to the information that is true and right. Because there is information on there that is true and that is right. That doesn't mean that everything on Google is lying to you at all. And not everything on Google is a lie. I will tell you that they have strategically positioned the lies, a lot of lies at the top of the searches. So sometimes you have to dig deeper on the in the search selections. Well, I'm trying not to burn myself at the same time while I'm talking to y'all. No, baby, it's hot. I'm gonna pull one out for you, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna put them out for you. I'm gonna put a few on the side just for you. Well, take that back. Just for y'all. Yes. All right. So, let it cool off just a sec because it's gonna burn you if you try to take it like that. It will burn you. It is not yet, but it is almost ready. I overcooked. Yeah, one. Yeah, one. Everybody can have one. You want two? Sorry, I can't. Some things I can't think and do multitask. I have a coach for systems. I have a coach for systems, and she told me this morning on our coaching call. She was like, "Look, now I ain't gonna try to overwhelm you by telling you too much because I can tell you heavily ADHD." I was just dying laughing. I'm like, I ain't never been diagnosed, but I think maybe being an entrepreneur and a mom, maybe that's got me moving in the ADHD type of way because I really be like from here to there. She read me, and I'm happy that she lit that fire into my ass to get that thing done that I was scared to do too. That's the purpose of a coach too. A good coach gets you to do what it is that you're afraid to do, that you've been putting off, trying not to do. Nope, we don't want that. That's why we get coaches for accountability. I had a lot of people writing me, telling me about different coaches and stuff online too. Um, I don't need another coach per se. I got enough coaches, and being in too many coaching programs is too much. It's not even a good situation for your coach. If you're in too many different coaching programs, you may be taking conflicting advice, um, and things like that. So you just want to be careful about like the yeah, I get it. You want to be careful about like making sure that you're joining the right programs and you're not just being like a squirrel just jumping here and there. Oh, over there, that's shiny. Oh, that's shiny too. Oh, this is shiny. Some of that's gonna be glass and not diamonds. All right. So does anybody have any questions? If you do not, that's fine. I know I do connect with you guys pretty frequently. We all through the week with it. Maybe not everybody on Instagram, which I'm gonna pick up the pace on that because I have to post. This is the thing. I don't know if anybody or if I still have business people on here, but this is the thing. I had my coaching call this morning with David Shands. He had an opportunity to interview. Oh no, give it to her. That was hers. You had yours. Dang. Okay. Oh. Well, food almost done. It's almost done. Don't eat that. Don't eat it. Food is almost done. Okay. Don't eat it. It's out on the floor. Because it's on the floor. Oh, that fan felt good on my back. But what I was about to say about business. You don't love me? You don't love me? You love me only conditionally? I like your video. That's so mean. Mommy, I saw your YouTube channel on YouTube. You saw my YouTube channel? Yeah. Mom, this channel on YouTube. Okay. Well, go finish watching me on YouTube. I'm still on YouTube. No, we're not watching you again. You don't want to watch me again? I want to watch. All right. Excuse me, everybody. Let me watch you. All right. No, it's hot. It's very hot, and everybody's body heat. I don't know why it's so freaking hot in this house. It's extreme. David Shands. So in David, thank you so much, sweet pea. So David Shands, in it, y'all need to get in it for real. I'm about to go get an affiliate link for David Shands and post that in my bio so that you guys can go join David Shands. Okay, because if you somebody whoever wants to be in business and you're not in business yet, or even if you are a business person, you need to be in David Shands' group. Did you know that Myron Golden goes to David Shands' group sometimes? I don't know. Go put it down. Myron Golden said that he's in David Shands' group. I'm like, what? He was like, he's a mega uber multi-millionaire, but he's like this, refreshing. It's refreshing to come here and have these conversations with entrepreneurs, which I find totally changed the game for me. David Shands is probably the number one reason why I'm at where I'm at in business today from going to his classes. So he interviewed, um, um, stop, Luca. He interviewed Grant Cardone, and he shared with us this morning some of his notes, as many notes as he could share in our allotted time, notes with us. And he said, really, the secret is the best marketer wins. The best marketer wins. Thank you, Desirable Sweets, for the badges. Thank you. What you doing? All right. So the best marketer wins. So while you're trying to figure out how to post, what to post, you have to bridge the gap between education and entertainment. Okay? You got to bridge the gap between education and entertainment. You have to entertain while educating. And sometimes that's going to be entertaining in the post and educating in the caption. Okay? Entertaining in the post and educating in the caption. Or it could be it can be a mostly entertainment in the post that has something to do with what you do. And then you just engage in conversation in your caption with your people. Okay? And then you invite your people to offline events, because that's where the connection is really built, in the off social events, the webinars, the Zoom meetings, that kind of stuff, the text clubs and all that. That's where the connection is really built. Hey, what else? Hey, why you by that door? Get away from that door. You too. Hey, get away from that door. It's the two of you that constantly keep pulling down those curtains. And I keep finding the two Lous standing by the door. Leave it alone. No, it's both of you. It's both of you. The two Lous. The girl Lou and the boy Lou. Get in trouble for doing the same things. I swear it's the name. I think it's the name. All right, so this is another one. This is one that he said from Grant. Okay, I kind of freestyled that one a little bit from my realization, but from Grant, he said that you need to bridge the gap between idea and monetization. And it's got to happen fast. When you got that idea, you got to start acting on that idea fast. And sometimes that means not having every single little bitty what if type of detail in place and just going as you go, doing some things as you go, learning some things as you go. But you got to put speed behind it, because when you take too long to make a decision on something, it's not going to finish. You're not going to finish it. You're not going to finish it because you done took too long. You took too long to make a decision on that. Make me so. And I could totally see that. Like, I can totally see that. Where if it takes you too long to make a decision about something, or if you decide to do it, but you take too long to start acting on it, it becomes one of those things that you never finish. There we go. All right. So that was a long live for me to say that moving forward, I'm putting a sense of urgency on my offers. And I'm putting an end date, a timestamp on the programs. Okay? So that you know when you come into this, it's time to get to work, get it done, and then make way for the next man. Okay? And in making way for the next man, that's completing the program, presenting your testimonial, and then going on to be your happy self. Okay? And that testimonial is paying it forward for the next man, and then you just made space for another person to be able to come in. So I'm thinking of a 6-week or 8-week program. That's an intensive. Okay? An intensive program, 6 weeks to 8 weeks, something like that, maybe 4 to 6 weeks. I think 6 weeks minimum would probably be best. And in that, we would be having regular phone calls, one-on-one phone calls, okay? Some group stuff where like you can still network and, with all of my other people to see, how they doing and all that. Get their opinion on what they're using, okay? Or how they're mixing something up. But the point of this is to really put a sense of urgency to what we're doing and to magnify its importance. Because if we're lackadaisical about it, look, I was about to do it. If y'all just joining, you might have missed the joke. Drink me some water. I'm not about to be on here thirsty like so-and-so. And I'm not going to call out his name. I still follow him. I still value his information. He was just being hella thirsty on that live. Me and my husband joke about that one. Selling so hard. Ran out of breath. About to fall out because you're thirsty. Ain't had nothing to drink, nothing to eat. You about to pass out. On the live. Trying to get us to buy something. Shoot. I know the food's almost done. You want an okra? It's gonna make you feel better? Okay. All right, so yeah, guys. Where the okra at? Let me grab that for you right quick. My kids love pickled okra. Okay, maybe you don't, but all the other 4 of them like pickled okra. Mhm. Wait, you just told me you didn't love me. Now you want okra? Now you love me? That's conditional love. I don't know. I don't know if you love me. You just love me for okra. You just love me for the okra. I don't know. My feelings hurt. Be happy at me. I'm always happy at you. I'm trying to without putting my fingers in. Here. I'm gonna leave them out for you. All right. Yeah, so basically, that's what I'm about to do. I feel like that's the best way to go about it. That way, I'm getting people in and out. And then once you're with me that intensively, for 6 weeks, having one-on-ones and stuff all the time, you will know exactly what you got to do moving forward. So as you spend more time on a detox, you can just be in the community chilling. We don't need to do no more one-on-ones and stuff. We just gonna get you in there and get you started, get you through Herxheimer's reaction. That's where you start feeling like you're getting flu-like symptoms, when all of the parasites and bugs and germs and stuff start dying off in your body, all of that kind of stuff. What's the business guy's name again? Rick the wealth coach. I love Rick. He had such a great live today on YouTube. Go and follow Rick the wealth coach on YouTube and here on Instagram. Every time that this man speaks, it's powerful. Everything that comes out this man's mouth is powerful. Thank you so much for the badges, Desirable Sweets. Rick the wealth coach. That is a name that you need to remember. And you're not going to forget it, because as long as you stay following me, as long as you don't unfollow me, you will see him with me again. We're going to be going live again. I am an affiliate for his financial IQ challenge. I've been to his challenge twice. I've done VIP at his challenge both times. And when I tell you, the VIP is better than the general admission, because y'all come, not y'all, but general admission comes in at the tail, the end, the second half of the conversation, because we rolling. Have you ever heard of UCCs and status correction and all that kind of stuff and straw man? It ain't even just Rick. It's his circle, the circle of people that Rick is with. It's outstanding. So I did his financial IQ challenge. I think I met Rick in maybe sometime around my birthday. I'm born in April. Sometime around maybe my birthday. You trying to be in my video? I'm gonna tell you about David too. I met him around April, and he was on a live with Myron Golden, and I was like, oh, Myron is live. Let me get in and see what Myron is talking about while he's live. I'm fanning out, like I'm seeing the man in person, which I actually did. I actually did meet Myron Golden in person. Okay, took a picture with him and all. But anyways, so what you doing? You got itchy butt? Can you give me a diaper and give me some wipes so I can change you? So you're not itchy butt? It's almost ready. I gotta cook rice. I forgot to cook rice. So like 15, 20 minutes and the rice will be done. So anyways, I'm like, who is this person that Myron is on this live with? This man is blowing my mind. I never heard anybody really talking about the common law, like operating from the common law instead of statutory law. Statutory means state law. Okay, there's the common law, which is the law of the land. Okay, like you hear common law marriage. Hey, stop messing with that cooler. And then you have statutory law, which is state laws. That's the state mandates and state statutes and stuff like that. Okay, the common law always overrides statute law. So I got hooked up with him. He did a live with me. He interviewed me actually on his Instagram because I was having my challenge coming up at that time. And ever since then, I did his challenge, and then he invited me to join his group. So he coaches every Sunday evening. It's a sales class, okay, but it's much more than a sales class. It's Bible school. It's Bible school, and it's deep. It's deep because everything is based on like Solomon and just the principles that God lays out for us in the Bible on how we should be and how we should take care of the next man, and how we should sow our seeds, where we should sow our seeds. And it's so deep. It's so deep. It's so good. So if you come to the financial IQ challenge, then you just might be invited to, possibly, if because you know me, you may be invited into our very small group that we do every Sunday. Now also with David Shands has a podcast. He's on YouTube. You need to follow David Shands also. If you go to David Never Sleeps, or Sleep is for Suckers. David has a business called Stop It. Hold on. You look like you're about to hurt yourself. Move out his way because it looks like he's about to jump. And you can't jump on her and have her catch you. Y'all gonna hurt yourselves. Chill out. All right. So he has his podcast on YouTube. You need to go follow him and check him out. His podcast is amazing. He interviews entrepreneurs who teach other people how to do what they do. Okay. Let's say, for instance, I'm a health guru. I'm a health guru and I teach other people how to have their own health business. Okay. That's the type of people that he interviews, not just health gurus, but he is from different industries, whether you're in trucking or like one of my coaches, Worth Taylor, he coaches on webinars and building your business through webinars. That's why he's my coach because I'm doing webinars. Damn, I can't even think. It's so many people. It's so many people. I've spent probably days watching his stuff. I'm talking about days because I spent hours. I will watch the whole episode and then watch it again if I'm like they got so much information in here and I need to do all of this stuff, but I can't get up in that program. Let me take notes and I'll be all in it. But anyways, he has a business group where we meet every Monday through Friday, every morning, and he teaches us business. But it's so much deeper than me just saying to you he teaches us business. He don't just teach us business, he teach us mindset. There's a lot of things in our minds that we were told and conditioned in as children that is really limiting beliefs from our parents and from their upbringing. And then we kind of put these type of barriers on ourselves unnecessarily. And then you gotta like try to fight through that and you know, you got to dig through all of that. That's a lot to unpack. But you can't just unpack it. You have to replace it with the right things that you should be doing, right? You got to replace it with the right things. So once you learn that what you've been thinking about, how you've been thinking about something is not the right way, then you have to also replace it with the right way to think about it. Okay. So his group, David's group is $79 a month, which is a steal. It is a steal. It is a community of about 400 of us are on the call. And you have the opportunity to ask questions if you need to. He brings on other entrepreneurs from the podcast. The podcast guests actually come to our meetings and teach us, which is the reason why I joined this group. I think I might have joined after I saw the episode where Myron was saying that he was in hush on the episode where Myron said that he was in David's group. I think I might have joined up after that. But I've been with him for the last a little over a year, and it's really been a fantastic situation because this man comes from a place of just nothing but love, just nothing but love, nothing but love. He's a genuine person, and he just wants to help entrepreneurs, and he does a fantastic job at it. We read books. We're in a book club. Some of the books that we read, I've told you guys to go and read. And it's really just an expansion of the mind. And it's something that you wouldn't know unless you experienced it. If you never joined a group that caused your mind to expand and to get new ideas and to think of things in a different way, once you get into something like this, it'll become like a second home to you. It becomes like a second home to you, and it's a part of my routine. Like it's an intricate part of my routine. And at times where I slip and I don't go to his meeting and I'm doing something else instead, I can say that I have experienced those big outpours of emotion. And I feel like some of going to these meetings is like an emotional, it helps emotionally too with the ups and downs of business. Business not easy. And business can be fun, but it can also not be very much fun in certain areas. That's why it's important about duplicating yourself. So this is the other point that he made in class from his notes from Grant Cardone. He said To duplicate yourself does not mean a double. It doesn't mean, just one more of you. That's not how you duplicate yourself. The way that you duplicate yourself. All right. This is my thing. All right. So if I only had to focus on that one aspect and I did not have to go drive around 4 hours looking for a spigot, a spout to attach to my big ice chest thing that I've used to make my vinegars. Y'all trying to hurt yourselves. Do not do that. Don't do that. Do it. He's doing it anyway. He hurt himself. I know he did. I know you did. Don't. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Get that crate and move it away. You could puncture your doggone ribs like that or break your rib, fracture your ribs. Don't do that. Luca does he does the craziest things. This boy was trying to balance on a ball outside and his leg bent forward the wrong way. My poor baby couldn't walk for a whole day. Yes, Luca couldn't walk for a whole doggone day. I had to put, my kids call it the medicine to heal all bobos. I don't know what I'm gonna actually call the stuff because I'm sure I can't put on the label the stuff that heals all bobos. I don't think that would be very compliant. So yeah, I'm talking about you. The stuff that heals all bobos. It fixed his leg, got him back walking. He didn't break his kneecaps, but he could have broke his kneecap. And my little medicine, my pain reliever, helped him too. Yeah, you can walk again. Shoot. All right. So, anyways, so this is my content for today. This is my content for today. I'm about to get these positions filled because I've been speaking with somebody that's really helping me break it down and like narrow down on things. So I'm gonna get these positions filled, but in the meantime, I'm gonna drive Uber so that I don't have to get people to buy so that they can pay for these new positions that need to be filled. I would prefer to take the pressure off my business at this point, take the pressure off of this side of the business, okay, and then build that team. So I got rid of the two programs that were, taking a lot of my time. All right. So cutting that out now. Hush, 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 hush. Everybody, chill. All right. So, anyways. Okay. All right. Luca, I'm gonna put you out. I don't want to. Let me close out. Give me a few minutes. Lucci, I don't want y'all jumping off of that thing onto those pillows. Y'all gonna hurt yourselves. Totally made me forget. But hey, that's mom life. That's mom life. I don't know what I made the name of this video on YouTube, but I was like, I'm about to cook and mom, okay? I'm about to be cooking and momming on here. But yeah, so I canceled those. I canceled those programs. I'm going to do Uber so that I don't have to make money to sustain the business from the money because I'm not doing it for money. I'm not doing my health business for money at all. At all. Okay? Like I said, I want my skincare, hair care products. I want my new line that I've developed to get off the ground. Stop. Both of y'all get down and go in your room now. Take the pillows, bring the stack of pillows with you in the room now. All right. So, anyways, I'm not trying to like that's not my focus, and I know that there's so much going on in the business. If I just keep accepting clients and to have enough to hire people to build a team, that's still going to be more work on me while I'm trying to find those people. Then I won't have time to train the people, which that ended up happening. I didn't have time to train the person that I was trying to help me do certain things with. Okay. So now I'm scaling down, I'm scaling back in a sense so that I can do more. And then from Uber, I'll take care of all of my household bills and all that kind of stuff with like the Uber. And then what I'm still doing with this business, that don't have to worry about, my bills. It's only taking care of only its bills. And then I'll be able to hire the people, the 10 people that I need to be able to duplicate myself. Because like Grant said, it takes 10 people to duplicate yourself. 10 people to work under you, because you don't want those 10 people stressed out by them doing all these multiple jobs. They need one job. They need one job that you're doing that you don't need to be doing, because you need to be focusing your attention and energy on what moves the needle. And what moves the needle for a lot of people, business owners like Grant Cardone, would be making the content, putting out the information, speaking, going to talk to people, okay? Talking to people, connecting with people. That is what moves the needle. Me talking to people and being there for you, that's what helps to bring in the testimonials. That's what helps people to test negative, is me having more time to be able to connect with people. But if I'm doing busy work all day, I never get to really, I never get to talk to people like I want to and as frequently as I would like to. I don't get to do as much of it. Okay. Don't get to do as much. So, anyways, I hope you guys, I don't know, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I enjoy being on here with you while I made these kids dinner. And I'll be back on maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, but we're still really focused on getting these orders out. Still really focused on getting these orders out, getting these vinegars out, because we're having different challenges with that. But everything's gonna work out. I ain't gonna panic or nothing like that, because everything always works itself out. And everybody's gonna get their vinegars. And we're about to go take pictures, new pictures of the kits, so that the vinegars won't be available inside of the kit anymore, since that's such a big issue. And you guys can just go to Walmart and get your own gallons of vinegars. Okay. So I'm out of here. See y'all later.